Good day, Warren County residents. As we look back on this 4th of July holiday weekend, let us reflect upon how far we have come as a nation and how much further we need to go. To quote famous patriot Thomas Paine, "These are the times that try men's souls." Certainly the last few months have been a monumental challenge for all of us. Hard decisions have had to be made. It has not been easy on any elected official or first responder, healthcare provider, or anybody that's on our front line of defense. My preparedness team, however, has acted in the best interest of all of our residents, and we have endured this storm. However, there are many challenges still ahead as this ever-evolving situation keeps continuing. As we all know, this COVID pandemic is not over. The numbers clearly indicate the gravity of this health care crisis. It is clear and ever-present danger that will continue to basically disrupt the lives and change the way we think as a people. None of us are happy with this new normal, but literally we must adapt or we die. As a community, most of us have done the right thing over the past few months. Our case numbers reflect the remarkable job that our frontline defense workers and essential workers have done over the course of this pandemic. Their diligence and hard work have assisted in our containment and mitigation of this deadly virus. We now, however, have 78 confirmed cases, but the positive growth is still low, and it's not as high as compared to hotspots around the state. There should be nothing political about combating this deadly disease. 130,000 deaths across this nation dispel that notion, and we should be a wake-up call for all the things that are yet to come. As Americans, we must do our duty and embrace the responsibility we have to cooperate with all the CDC guidelines and heed the advice of all of our health experts. As Lincoln once said, we cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. After much discussion with regional elected officials, the State Department of Health, and healthcare providers across this region in regards to the Governor's Executive Order 54, I wish to make the following statement. At this time, current local data does not support the mandating of wearing masks across the county. We will monitor the daily reports and continue to analyze health information from the experts as it becomes available. We will take direction from the Department of Health and take additional measures to protect our residents from infection. If conditions worsen and our numbers rise, I will take all appropriate emergency actions to protect the safety and welfare of every man, woman, and child in our community. It will be noted that in conference calls with mayors in the Upper Cumberland yesterday, none of the mayors will enact the mask mandate under the current conditions, but will basically defer that decision to a later date as more information becomes available. Until then, however, that does not mean business as usual, and residents should take ownership of their actions. The more we do today to cooperate, the easier the remedy will be for tomorrow. Yes, the challenges will continue, and information changes by the hour, but through your cooperation and support, things will improve. I commend each and every one of you who have done the right thing. We look for a brighter tomorrow, but you are a big part of that success when it comes. But only with your help will all of this happen. Remember, the best thing about the future is it comes one day at a time. At this point, it's about endurance and tenacity. And that is what defines us as Americans. Together, I know we can do this. Therefore, for the protection of the most vulnerable to this disease and to contain the spread of this virus, I do recommend the following recommendations for all Warren County residents to follow, and that includes any visitors to our community as well. If we do take these measures, another shutdown or a mandated order will not be necessary. These are the things that I highly recommend. I urge the wearing of masks in all public situations, that all residents should practice social distancing in crowded areas and public areas where there's large gatherings. Please practice good personal hygiene and keep it clean. If you have symptoms, please take the test and self-quarantine. There may be as many as 35 to 40% of our population that are asymptomatic, that are silent spreaders. So please take heed. Just because you're not sick does not mean you do not have the virus. And you may pass it to someone who is the most vulnerable and the least expected to get sick. If you have health challenges, please home shelter and avoid social gatherings. And for many of you, please do not plan large social events where health guidelines cannot be practiced. Most of all, please respect each and every person who is wearing a mask. Those individuals are trying to protect themselves and others from this disease. It is the right thing to do. Just a reminder, the health department is still doing the drive-by testing daily. That's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Sometimes the lines are a little long, but it moves quickly, and the new tests are available. So please be tested on a regular basis. That's the only way we have the numbers and the data in order to analyze what the next step in our process will be. Next week, we're going to have community leaders here from my preparedness team to give you updates on school, on the fair, on closing, and on health care providing to our citizens. I want to thank BLTV and the media for assisting in our efforts to communicate all the necessary information for our residents to stay informed. Until then, be strong, be safe, and be responsible. We are Warren Strong. Thank you.